I have my coffee and I have my cards, and so everything that's required for a good time in Psychic Cafe. Welcome. If you're here live with me, say hello, tell me where you're watching from. So for those of you that don't know me, I'm Claire Louise Hay. Hello. I've been a professional psychic now for over 25 years, and a psychic for my whole life. And I choose to use my gift to help people to heal themselves, and so I connect in with your higher self. That's the part of you that's always in spirit form, to get the real answers for you, right? Not necessarily always the answers that you want to hear. Sometimes it is. But I like to help people pass their blocks and through those sticking points. Often we can't see ourselves because we get into habits and patterns ourselves, from our families and our communities around us, and we have blind spots, right? And so it's a bit of a favorite of mine is to find those blind spots. So I'm going to get some tarot out with this deck, which is the Muse Tarot, for the collective, first of all. So I've changed the time of this show. I started doing it at 11 a.m. for me. Now it's now 7 a.m. I think this is going to be a much better time for catching people in Psychic Cafe Club. So let me know if you're on here live with me. If you do want me to pull some cards for you, I will stick around because I will be pulling cards. Hey, Odette. I will be pulling a card for everyone from this, The Secret Manifestation Cards by Rhonda Byrne. But if you would like a reading, if you've got a specific question for your reading, you can do one of two things. Either book yourself in on my website, behealing.com, or you can do super chat, super sticker here while I'm live, if you catch me live. So let's get more cards out for the collective, see what the message is. How are you, Odette? Are you good? I was just on a call from 2 hours ago, and I slept really badly last night. I was on a call with Amrit Sandhu in his circle, which was cool. Let's get one more card out, please. Just one more. You're good? That's good. So I'm going to have a pretty lazy day because I hardly slept at all last night. I don't know why, I just couldn't fall asleep. Okay. Wow. 3 major arcanas. What is going on? Well, we're starting out with the Chariot, and from this I'm getting... The Chariot can often be like the road to success, and I saw it like a hill. You know, when you get to the peak of the hill and it's hard going, and it's hard going when you're getting up to the top. But then you get the peak of the hill and then it's smooth flowing after that. I'm getting that we are on the right side of this transformation that the whole earth is going through right now. We're on the right side of it. We're easily flowing. And there is the World card. So we're talking about transformation. We're talking about endings of chapters, startings of new chapters. I don't think that we're through all of the challenges. I don't think we'll ever be through all of the challenges, right? There's going to be more challenges, but it just feels like we're on the road to success now with all of these changes that are going on, humanity as a whole, right? There's definitely something coming, and there's definitely something coming next month. There's something big coming next month for us, and it feels to me like it is some awakening within us, all of us. It feels like it's going to be something that's coming through us, like from inside of us. And on that note, join my Psychic Cafe Club group, because on the 1st of December, I'm holding a free class in there. If you want to develop your clairvoyant, your clairsentient, your clairaudient, your claircognizant skills, you're definitely going to want to be on that free call in my Psychic Cafe Club group. And so just find Psychic Cafe Club. Hey, Angela May, good to see you again. Hello, Camo. So yeah, if you do want a reading, then you can use that super chat or super sticker, or you can book yourself in on my website, behealing.com. I do offer the 1-question readings on there as well. But for now, let's just get some cards out for the collective. So we've got the Chariot. We're on the road to success now as a collective. It's getting easier now. We're on the right side of these changes. And these are the changes, the world. So it's happening to all of us as a collective. We're each going to go individually through our process, but it's happening to all of us. Be positive, says the Page of Emotions. This is the card of fantasy. And this is saying, rather than dread what's coming and looking at like what the controlling kind of people are doing, the evil ones, instead of looking at that and watching the news and stuff like that, get on the happy train. Get on this positive imagining of, the good things to come. And then we've got the Magician. The Magician is manifesting than you, right? And so on the back of that page of emotions, our imagining of much better times ahead, we have the magician because we're manifesting it, right? So this is saying it's actually flowing easily now toward the positive changes that we want to see in the world, right? And some of them we can't even imagine. We can't even imagine. That's what my Adventure Zone program is about. It's about trying to the quests that I've got in there, some of them are about removing ourselves from all of the structures that we have, right? Because if I ask you to imagine like a dream or a goal or something, you're going to do it within the current structures of the earth, right? You're going to think about abundance the way that we've had like the financial system and all of those kind of things. If I ask you what's going to be an ideal job, you're going to think amongst the jobs that we've already had. Well, the Adventure Zone is about breaking out of that and looking from a completely different perspective. What if you were dropped on a whole new planet? What would you want to do then, right? And from that place, creating from there. And so we've got a similar kind of message here. If we could just get on that positive side, like what if like incredible things? What if we could do incredible things? Then because that's going to manifest from there. We're stepping into like the human race being really powerful because we already are. Human bodies are the most powerful technology in the universe. Our human bodies are the most powerful technology in the universe. And we're going to be experiencing that, just how powerful we are, even more. Like, if you think about it, we are adaptable to any kind of environment, right? And I think our bodies, I'm really into health and fitness. I've got my gym gear on because I'm going to go kickboxing training right after this. But I was listening to some information yesterday from a few different people about diet in particular. I like to eat for functionality, so that I can repair. I mean, I'm getting on a bit, 54, and the recovery from my exercise is slowing down a little bit, and so I want to optimize that as much as possible. So I listened to the experts, and it was interesting. There was a fasting expert, and then there was another expert on mitochondria, and I was just listening to all of these podcasts on my day off, and it struck me that none of them, they're all looking at their specific genre, their specific things that they were looking at, but when me zoomed out listening to all of them, I saw what they weren't seeing from within those paradigms was, it seems to me that human beings were designed for constant change. Like when it comes to food, constant change. We're adaptable, right? We would be living in one place and all the food isn't available all the time in one place. You have fruits at certain times of the year and you have other things at other time of the year. And our bodies would adapt throughout the year in these cycles. And I think that's what's healthy for us. And so that's everyone like sitting in their trenches going, veganism, no, carnivore, no, fasting, no, low carb, no, high carb, right? Everyone's sitting in those groups, and what they're not noticing is it's when you change that your body likes that. Like, it's the constant change, right? That's what we're used to. The body's very adaptable. It's self-healing. We can connect with source with it. We can manifest. We can create with this human body. That's beyond anything. Hey, Vicky. Thank you, Angela May. It's good to see you. It's good to see you all in here. Thanks for coming along. This is definitely a much better time for this show, isn't it? So we've got the fates coming along next. And so this is all fated. Of course, this is all fated. This is what we came here for. I mean, we're all of us here present today, we came for this bit. For this bit of the Earth transition, this is what we came for. This was like, oh yeah, sign me up for that. I definitely want to be there for that. And a lot of us have been ushering in that as well, ushering in that energy, holding certain energies, vibrations, points of view. We've been healing ourselves to hold that energy too, ready for the new. And so it's really exciting. Hey, really exciting what's coming. And fate has a hand in it too. Yeah, we're being led down that path, the chariot path. So if you didn't catch me at the beginning, you're definitely going to be wanting to be in my Psychic Café club group on Facebook. There's a link in the live chat there. Let's put another one in. There's a link to it. Join up, because on the 1st of December, and you're going to see there's going to be a new pattern in the Psychic Café club, those of you that are regulars in there. On the 1st of December, I'm doing a special free class in there, and it is called Unlock Your Inner Oracle. Now, I'm going to go into unlocking clairvoyance, unlocking clairsentience, unlocking clairaudience, unlocking claircognizance as well. So you're definitely going to want to be in there. And if you already have those gifts, then you're going to be practicing them and honing them in there too. So it's really exciting. That's what I've been putting together in the last few days. A whole course around that. So of course you'll see reminders of that in the group, Psychic Café Club. So let's get some more cards out for the collective. That reminder again to ask for angelic support. Remember, human beings, we have free will. They can't step in, be it our higher self, be it source, be it the guides, angels, our spiritual team. They can't step in. We have free will, right? And so they're not allowed to impose on us. And so the more we ask for help, and that can just be like a running commentary in your mind, instead of a running commentary of the subconscious mind, talking about like the sky's falling and how bad everything is, we can turn that into a conscious commentary of, help me with this, help me with that. Nothing's too small. You can ask for help with absolutely everything. So don't forget to ask for angelic support, not just for the big things, for all the things. My angels respond when I am, what does it say? My angels respond when I am open and authentic about how I feel. So we're being authentic in our feelings as well. And also we've got healing heartbreak too. Yes, we need to be healing, like more than ever now. This next year in particular, we need to clear anything up that is coming up for us, because we don't want to take it into that next phase of the earth. My heart will love again, opening our hearts. We're going to be hearing about that in the free class too, about heart coherence and how it is connected to these gifts. Just some of these cards, and let's see what the message is for everybody. So how's everyone doing? Are you all good? Is this a good time for you all? What time is it where you're at? Everybody? What time is that? It's a good time for me because I'm an early morning girly, you know. I was up at 4:48 this morning to get ready for a 5 a.m. call. I didn't put an alarm on. But my guides wake me up. You know why? Because I ask them to. When I'm going to bed, I say, oh, I'd quite like to be on that 5 a.m. call in the morning. Can you wake me up before it? And they woke me up at 4:48 so that I could be on it, you see? That's what we can do. It's perfect time for you in Australia at 11 a.m. Cool. Yeah, much better time. It was too late, the other one. It was kind of good for me, but I do prefer my early mornings. You know, get this out of the way and then go training. 12 hours behind me. Ah, okay. Yeah. Good, good. Are you all early birds like me? Do you all go to bed early? Okay, let's get some of these cards out. The first one out is the gem. Now, there's always a gift, isn't there? There's always a gift in anything that we go through. And when we get oriented to that, meaning when we are looking for the gift in whatever it is that we're going through, any challenges that we're going through, but not just the challenges, all of it. There's a gift, we're being led, right? I'm seeing it more and more. I thought everything was going wrong like a month and a half ago when I had to move out of the place that I lived in for 9 years. And it turns out they were getting me here, and now I absolutely love it, and the garden is just incredible. I have a gardener who is just like planting all of this, any food that I want, he just plants it. He just plants it for me and it's all growing. It looks so beautiful out there now. I said that I was going to take another video of it. I will. I'll take another video of it to show you because it's just incredible. And it looks like we're going to have like all flowers at the front. They're already planted. They're starting to grow. And then there's like a big concrete square. And I think there's going to be like a sitting area there, so we're going to be able to all like sit down and eat together. It's so cool. Communal living, like so good, so good. We've got the one. Now, of course, who is the one? It's us, isn't it? Have you figured that one out yet? When we're looking for the one, we need to just look in the mirror. It's us. It's us. It's gone midnight for you, Angela May. Oh, you got chased. I was reading yesterday. I was waiting for a friend at the cafe because it was really noisy here. And Sunday afternoons, I go to a cafe with a friend. We have chats. I went early and I was reading a book that I'm reading at the moment. And in this part of the book, it was talking about lucid dreaming, and which it's kind of new to me, but it's kind of isn't. You know, every time I read about it, I think, yeah, I can do lucid dreaming, and I do lucid dreaming, but sometimes I do regular dreaming. She's talking about, the author of it was talking about how we get messages through dreams, you know, but it's more of our mind processing stuff, going back through stuff again in a surreal way, right? So there's always something linked to it, like being chased. It's a feeling rather than anything else, you know. What's chasing you, or how do you feel like you're in a rush, Angela May? So back to the cards, we've got the one here. So the one that we're trying to find is ourselves, right? We are nurturing ourselves, we are loving ourselves, and we are developing ourselves because it's all found within us. When we find those things within us, then we birth it into this earth plane reality. So we've got the maiden here, young woman energy, the vessel, pregnant with something, right? So we're all pregnant with something, with a one. So our particular version of the one, each and every one of us is pregnant with something. We're bringing something. They needed us here for a reason, right? For this transition. Each of us bring like our piece of the jigsaw puzzle, and we're pregnant with it right now. And you might not know what that is, or you might be becoming aware of what that is. I don't think I even know what it is. I think it's even more connected with our hearts than anything that we do, right? We've been in a patriarchal do system, and like I said before, if I ask you, like, what are you here to do? We're going to think within the current system. So we're going to think, what am I here to do? Instead of, who am I here to be? What energy am I here to hold, right? Imagine if that was valued. Well, just imagine if everybody was valued for who we were, who we are, not who we were. Then we've got the ocean. So there's this emotional aspect to it. And the underworld, and I've been getting messages about this underworld, rather than it being a hellscape kind of thing, it being inner earth. This is a bit weird, right? But I don't know whether you were aware, but when my crystal man on this island he wanted me to have these crystals for me to tune into them, and they were tektites. So he gave me some, and he said, like, work with these and come back and tell me, because I've got like boxes and boxes full of them. He figured they were going to be rare, and so he bought a load of them. And when I did tune into it, I meditated with it. Yes, aliens. It was aliens, right? It connected me straight away with aliens, and also with the Galactic Council. People call them the Galactic Council of Light, and other things as well. It was definitely them, because they told me some information. And the information that they told me was that they have meetings in the moon. They said moon is hollow. Now, it has just come to my attention. So I was having lots of conversations with them about the upcoming changes and how it's going to happen. Now, it seems that the earth is hollow too. And there is this inner earth, right? We've heard of that before, right? People living in the inner earth. And there's like a gateway to it. In Antarctica, right? There's a hole that you can get into it there, the inner earth. And this is what the underworld is about. It's not about some kind of darkness. And when we think of the mythology behind the underworld, you know, was it Persephone? She went in the underworld. She went to inner earth. We've got Kairos next, which is about perfect timing. These changes are going to come from within us as a collective. Are we going to be united with the inner earth people? I believe that they live a much more loving way of being, which is why we've been kept separate. Not allowed to commingle because we weren't of a high enough vibration. Like, it doesn't seem like we still are, right? We're warmongers still. Not you and I, of course, but the ones in the psychopaths are in charge. There's few of them, but they're warmongers, right? I wonder, just with these cards, you know, the maiden, the vessel, the ocean. So we're here to hold a certain vibration, a certain heart vibration. I'm finding that very easy at the moment in this new house that I'm in, with like the gardener here and this beautiful little community that I found myself in now, and the growing of food, to feel that. It feels like we're all taking care of each other. And to, there's that heart coherence that comes from that. It's so easy when you've made good choices in your life to be exactly where your vibration is not just accepted, but where it grows, I don't have to force appreciation here. It's every single day. It's so good. So yeah, the maiden, the vessel, the ocean. So holding a certain vibration in the underworld and Kairos. It's what they've been wanting us to do, right? I wonder if that is how it's going to happen. It's not aliens from up there. It's our brothers and sisters from in here. I believe it would be... I can't imagine the whole light aspect of it, but I believe everything's like glowing down there, crystalline and stuff, and glowing. So they do have like an aspect of what we'd call the sun, some kind of light down there. But yeah, how exciting. Okay, so let's go back to what is just said here. The chariot, we're on that downward, easier path now toward the success. The world, right? End of a chapter, start of a new chapter. Page of emotion. So dream big and be positive about this, the magician, because it is manifesting. We've got fates involved here, so it's just like this whole collective evolution, God, source, evolution. We're living inside source's dream. Not our dream, it's source's dream. And there's only so much will we can impose on it, right? We do have free will here, but not to generate the bigger picture stuff, which is why when we come from ego trying to manifest everything and then it doesn't work, what does work is like much better, much more aligned with us, just like this house, right? My ego is going, no, the one that I was in was the best that I could possibly be in. Guides are like, no, it's not. Let's wrench you out of there, force you into something even better for you. And then asking for angelic support. Remember, we do have free will in a way, and we do need to just keep on asking for help as much as you can. Just keep on asking for help in everything. Heal yourself, heal your heartbreak, heal your heart. Why? Because we need to be holding this emotional energy, this heart coherence energy. That is what is bringing us in the vicinity of the vibration of those in the inner earth. How interesting. How interesting, because the guides have been talking about this split, like earth splitting in 2 dimensions, which I think has happened, because that guy contacted me this week saying he'd met me in Australia last weekend at a spiritual conference, and he's 100% certain it was me. It's like, I've just watched one of your videos, it's you. I met you. I was talking about having a session with you on the Gold Coast in Australia. I'm like, but I'm here and I only work online, right? So we've already got like multiple dimensions going on. But rather than the earth splitting in 2, what if it is 2 coming into 1? What if it's the complete opposite? What if that's what happened? What if we're going in reverse? What if time runs backwards? And we're coming from the split into unity with those of the inner earth. What if? That's something to think on, isn't it? And get excited about. And we're not talking about, darkness like the underworld. What we've thought of as the underworld. We're talking about highly evolved beings in heart coherence. Imagine if they're like the warmongers down there. How dangerous that would be. Bad enough on the surface of the planet, right? But imagine if the warmongers were there, right down there. How much devastation they would cause. Of course, the inner earth can't have the warmongers in there. So, let's see how it all pans out. Who would like a card from this deck? Manifestation. The Secret Manifestation cards by Rhonda Byrne. I'll get myself one out first. What do I need to know today? Thanks for staying up, Angela May. I know you always used to stay up when we did our little membership lives. I just can't do it, although I was up all night last night pretty much. Very difficult for me to get to sleep last night. I think because I had a cup of tea in the afternoon. Shouldn't do that. Is anyone else's skin glowing, or is it just me? My skin is very happy right now, and I think it's because I don't use air conditioning anymore. I don't need to, like it's really windy, and so the wind blows through here. But it means that it's still hot, like it's probably about 29 degrees in here. Everyone else would be like, phew, how hot. But we used to like 32, 35. Stinking hot. And so because I'm sleeping not in aircon anymore, I used to have the aircon on all the time in my old place. Okay, so my card is have faith. Fear is putting your trust in the bad. Faith is trusting in the good. That's a great message for everybody, isn't it? Have faith. Boom. Odette, yours came out at the same time as well. Yours is kindness is a win-win. If you think unkind thoughts about someone, you'll experience those unkind thoughts manifested in your life. You cannot harm another with your thoughts. You only harm you. And if you think kind thoughts about others, guess who receives the benefits? Yes. And so, in particular, it can be, I was talking about those warmongers. It can be so easy, can't it, to focus on those and think they shouldn't have that abundance. Now, if we're saying someone shouldn't have abundance or money, are we doing that to ourselves? Are we doing that to ourselves? I think so. I think all of this, it's harder for a rich person to get through the eye of a needle kind of stuff, and money is the root of all evil and all of that kind of stuff. And we've kind of got evidence of it, right? But it's not about money, is it? It's about ego. Those that are in ego are about anything. Like someone can have no money and still be ego in relationships and try and dominate and control the other person in a relationship. It's not about money. If they're in ego, they're going to do that kind of shit. No matter what situation they're in, whether they've got money or not, they're going to do that, right? It's got nothing to do with money. And so all this evidence that we see, like these big cartels, these billionaires, it's not about their money. Hey, it's not about their money. It's about their ego. It's about them not being in heart coherence. It's about them not being in the heart. Just a message there. Kindness is a win-win. And so, just something to think on. There. In particular, getting the abundance thing. Angela May. We're going to have to bring Teresa back as well. Are you in touch with Teresa? For a while in Psychic Café, it was me, Teresa, and Angela May. They were my members when I was doing this show just for members. I had to pull my energy back from the free collective stuff that I was doing for a while. Focus on myself, do less free stuff. Oh, so the ferry started running yesterday morning. So on Island News, we had a few days, 5 days I think, with no ferries running because it's been stormy. It's freezing there. It's been stormy, so the wind is just so windy. I've never seen it. It's never been this windy on this island before. It's crazy, right? And there's hardly any beach, and they've got sandbags in front of all of the beachfront stuff because there's waves. We don't usually get waves here, but there's waves because of it. Anyway, we're pretty much running out of food on the island. We'd never completely run out, but it gets pretty limited. We ran out of eggs a few days ago, and yeah, everything was getting a little bit bare. The shop's nothing on the shelves anymore. But the ferry started running yesterday morning, and it's still really wavy and it's still really gusty winds. So it was bringing a whole load of tourists. Well, the overnight ferries brought more food and stuff like that, and brought some of our parcels that we were waiting on as well. But the catamaran brought the tourists, and the first catamaran that ran, oh my God, this would be a nightmare. This would be a nightmare for these people. So what they do is they get everyone to drop their luggage, the big luggage, on the pier, and as everyone's boarding at the back of the boat, the pier guys are putting all the luggage on the front of the boat, right? And then they put this net over the top of it to hold it all there. Sometimes they drop them in the water. I've seen that happen, and then they fish them out and they just give it to the person. Water pouring out of the luggage. Well, what happened was the wind and the waves whipped it up so much that all of the luggage went overboard. And someone's got a video of all of the, like, on the waves, bobbing luggage behind the ferry. So, like, most of the people on the ferry lost all of their luggage. Imagine coming on holiday and that happening. And even if they get it back, right, even if it washes up, they've got, spend the first day of their holiday sorting through that and getting everything laundered. I've been lucky when it comes to that. As I said, I've been sat on the ferry and I've seen them drop. When they're throwing them off, they're dropping it in the water instead. Okay, Angela May, this is for you. Don't try to control negative thoughts, Angela May. Don't worry one bit about them. Love and accept them instead. Love yourself. This human condition, it's hard. We've got to love ourselves. We've got subconscious minds and we've got nervous systems that are trying to protect us, and so they're in the negative. And so we don't tell ourselves off like, oh my God, I'm so negative. I'm such a negative person. No, you're not. You've got a subconscious mind and you've got a nervous system. Don't tell yourself off for it. You haven't heard from her since the show. I'll get in touch with her. See if she wants to come back too. So don't try and control negative thoughts. Don't worry about them. Don't beat yourself up about them. All you have to do is deliberately think as many good thoughts as you can each day. So it's like going from the subconscious mind being the operator to being going into the conscious mind. Just when you remind yourself, just like you would in meditation, just remind yourself, oh, my mind has wandered, I'll bring myself back to the conscious mind. Exactly the same. And they'll cancel out any negative thoughts. Practice this daily. But it's on the foundation of loving yourself. Of going, oh, I'm having negative thoughts again because I'm a human being. It's okay. I'm just going to bring myself back to the conscious and think good things. Practice it daily, and in a short time you'll have completely retrained your mind to consistently generate positive thoughts. That easy. But, it takes constant repetition, doesn't it? And the subconscious mind is never going to go away. Right? Anyone else want one? Anyone else still here? Vicky, you still here? Would you like one? Would you like one, Vicky? If not, I'll get out of here and I'll go training. Thanks everyone for coming along. Don't forget, join my Psychic Café club on Facebook and put it in the diary. 1st of December. 1st of December for me. So for some of you, it's going to be on the last day of... what month is it now? November. A free class in the group, and it's going to be in half an hour's time, so a little bit later for you, Angela May. Sorry about that. Because should I do it at 7 o'clock? No, I'm going to do it at 8 o'clock because then I can fit it in with this show too. So thanks everyone for coming along. So good to see you all. I'll be doing this again in 2 days' time. Just to let you know in advance, the Friday show is cancelled because it's night on Thursday night, and so there's no way I'm going to be able to get up. I just can't do anything the next day after that. I can't stay up late and function the next day. So I'm not going to even try. So this week we only have the Monday and the Wednesday show. So I will see you then. Thanks everyone. Have a fantastic day. And I'll see you next time.